Welcome back, guys, to our channel. Dannae&Carlos here. Today we have a special person. We have Caleb.
Hi guys.
So today is going to be episode 6 of My Story series on our channel. So if you guys haven't watched the other episodes, go back, watch them, but watch this one because it's also very powerful, and God is going to use Caleb and his story to reach you guys. So,
Alright.
yeah.
So when I was about 3 months old, I was born in Denver, Colorado, and my mom ended up leaving my dad because he was an alcoholic and she didn't want me around it. So I grew up with my mom partially up until I was like 5 or 6, and then my grandma actually got partial custody over me from then on. And that's just because my mom ended up moving to South Carolina for 5 years. So during that period when my mom left, I also didn't have a dad, so I haven't actually seen my dad in over 11 to 12 years. Rarely get to see him. More on a good basis with him now. We're really close, more than we were then. But so grew up without a dad, grew up without a mom for part of my life. After the 6 months, she moved back to Oklahoma, back to where we moved to, and from then on, I still stayed with my grandparents. I didn't really feel a need to go back with her just because the way she treated me growing up. She's changed a lot since then, and I've got 2 little sisters now. We're actually 12 years apart, which is amazing because I grew up 12 years as an only child, so that was interesting to see. But yeah, so my mom, the way she treated me, and the reason that we went through the process of getting partial custody for my grandparents was it was mental abuse. It wasn't ever physical, but it was always like to the point where I couldn't get out of bed until my mom told me it was okay. So then she came back and we ended up rekindling our relationship, and we're great now. Like, I love my mom, she loves me. Fast forwarding to like my senior year, outside of that, I just grew up with my grandparents. My grandma took me to church, got me in youth ministry, got me to, really just diving deep with the Lord. Got into my senior year, that's when I started getting into like serious relationships to the point where sex before marriage. I drank a lot. Never did drugs though, but I did drink a lot. Got in some horrible relationships to the point where I was basically like dirt that they walked on, and went through depression for a good year to the point where I almost committed suicide, but my friend ended up calling me right before I did it, and so he actually saved me from the grace of God. He put him in my life right when he needed to put him. After the depression and everything, right before I came to CFNI where I'm at now, I was in another relationship. It was actually a good relationship up until 6 months, and then after the 6 months, she pretty much dropped me, ended up cheating on me, and fell back into depression. Ended up getting back together with her right before CFNI, and ended up being more like friends with benefits. And then I basically told the Lord, I was like, I'm going to apply at CFNI because I need to get out. I need to get out of where I'm at. Like, this is not a good place. I don't need to be drinking. I don't need to be having sex before marriage or any of that. So, and I was depressed. I was sad. I felt lonely. Yeah, I was not in a good place by any means. I was honestly just ready to end my life again. So I told the Lord, I was like, I'll apply at CFNI, and if I get accepted, I'll go. Well, I got accepted, and then during that summer, right before August hit, I was actually trying to have a kid with my friends with benefits, and I was like, if she gets pregnant, then I'm staying here, and if she doesn't, then I'll go to CFNI. Turns out she didn't get pregnant, and I'm here at CFNI now. The Lord walked me through a lot my first semester, as taking me through just the meat grinder of, like literally, if you think of like open heart surgery, that's what he took me through. Like, I felt like I was on a table when he was bringing up insecurities and hurts and doubts and pain and heartache and depression and anxiety, and bringing it all out and like fixing it. And I didn't have any friends here either. I left everything. I left my friends. I left my family. I didn't have any RAs to help me either. So I got here, and for the first month to 2 months, I was really just sad and lonely. Just doing everything I knew how to do is press into the Lord. Like, every night, I would go to the bathroom and I would just cry because my roommate was there and I didn't want him to hear me. And my great grandma actually ended up passing away during this whole period too. So just to add on to all the stress and everything else. But then one day, after just constantly pressing into God, getting into my word for the first time, like deeply, my entire life. I woke up one morning and I was just okay. Like all the depression, everything, it was just completely gone in an instant. And I still battle that now, absolutely, but it's nothing like it was. Like God has really shown me who I am in Him, really taken that depression away and given me a strength and shown me my identity in Him, as well as just showing me what a true father looks like, showing me what a true friend looks like, because I didn't have good friends back then either. And so now I'm just, continuing to grow with the Lord, continuing to just pursue Him, get in my Word daily, and it's been amazing. It's been life-changing, because there's been so many people that have looked at me and like I couldn't even imagine like that's someone you used to be. So it's all God. Everything He's ever done, it's been absolutely amazing. So that's my testimony, guys. I hope it blesses you, and I love you guys.